Happy Firearms Friday. I'm here at Wilshire Gun featuring our gun of the week. And it also just occurred to me that I am the fourth generation of my family that are shooting enthusiasts. And that's understandable when you're talking about a manufacturer like the Glock Gen 4. This is a Glock 34 pistol. It's the fourth generation of Glock pistol. This one specifically made for competitive shooting. Here's the difference. It's a full-size Glock, 9mm. It's got an extended barrel that's about 1 inch longer than your traditional barrel. And here's an interesting feature. This vent on the top of the slide that allows extra gas to escape while you're shooting. And it also has the competition sight. It's specifically made for people who participate in matches or shooting competitions, or if you just want to improve your shooting abilities. The gas that escapes out of here and the extended barrel help balance the gun out and keep the kickback down to a minimum, so that when you're trying to get 3-on-3 in a tight group, it's supposed to make it a little easier. The downside that I've experienced with these types of vents of Glocks before is that sometimes that gas might be distracting or might mess up your sight. But let's take it into the range and see how it does at a number of different distances. The Glock 34 Gen 4 9mm, that's another thing, it holds 17+1, so that's quite a bit of rounds in a full-size Glock. And the only part of it that isn't plastic or polymer is this part up here on this slide. Oh, and that also lightens the front load on the gun, that vent here in the front of the gun. The Glock 34 Gen 4. Oh, and this version of the gun that's on the rental counter has what's called Cera coating. Isn't that cool? It's just a little bit of a different coating and a different cut of the slide for this Glock 34 Gen 4 that is on the rental counter. And Wilshire Gun will be offering this. If you buy a new Glock, you can get this Cera coating put on it. Just a nice new feature on it that you can try out and kind of look a little more stylish. Let's give it a try now, and we will start with our 25 yards out and then slowly bring it in. And I'll be shooting 3 shots each at these distances so we can see how the kickback is measured and how it does with rapid fire. 25. $15. You can definitely see that exhaust coming out, and it definitely helps keep the gun from kicking back too much. And now 5. Very good, very good. Let's have a look. All right. So we're going to start down here. This was my 25, and you know, that isn't too bad considering it was that yardage. Okay, and then here's my 10. I'm sorry, my 15. I skipped 10 and then went right to 5, and so here's my 5 yards. And you can see how the vent on the top of the gun, or even like this one on the side of the gun, helps the kick. So for me, it definitely was excellent for rapid fire, and using the particular targets that I used where I could really zero in on where I was hitting. You can actually narrow down your groups and get better at it. So give it a try, especially if you want to get into match shooting or competitive shooting. It can be a way to take your shooting to the next level. The Gen 4 Glock 34, it is the gun of the week. It is on sale. There's 2 of them in the counter with all the bells and whistles that come with it right here at Wilshire Gun, or try it out on the range like I just did before you give it a try in person. And guns for everybody.